Hello everyone and welcome to your show Around Kuwait. This is your host Abdulaziz Darwish. As usual in our show, we're sharing to you about the latest events and occasion and everything happening newly in our lovely country state of Kuwait, because you already know our working crew traveling everywhere to share with you great events and what's happening during the daily days. And also before we start, I would like to greet our working crew and also my colleague Sarah. Hello Sarah, and happy to see you today.
Happy to see you too, Abdulaziz, and welcome dear viewers to a new episode of Around Kuwait. As my colleague Abdulaziz said, we'll be sharing with you everything around Kuwait between events, exhibitions, and also let's say conferences. So please keep watching us till the end of the episode. So Aziz, we have three topics for today. So first topic is about Buksha Market, isn't it?
I know, because we are very excited now, because now it's winter time, so it's time for the outdoor activity. We always say outdoor activities.
Yes.
It's one of the amazing exhibitions. So we'll talk about the Buksha Market was holding outdoors. We call it the Winter Wonderland for the Bukshas, for the exhibitions.
Yes.
It was holding in Shuwaykh Park, which called the Al-Sadaqa wa Salam. French Europeans Park, yes.
Parking. That's really amazing, a place for all the families and children. And also for our second, let's say, topic, the Makers Open House, a global celebration of creativity and culture.
It's like the presence for different friendly countries and even brotherly countries as well, for their participation about the culture, handmade, handcrafts, food, and even more. We're going to elaborate more to talk about different cultures and the food and etc. for their reports today, for our episode for today.
And our third topic, Kuwait Digital Transformation Conference, the shaping of a technique forward a future.
And also with the presence for the esteemed speakers and keynote speakers from the friendly countries. It's a good opportunity to exchange the experiences from the expert for the technology field. So these are the main three topics for today, Sarah.
It's really an awesome episode, three awesome main topics. So dear viewers, before we starting our episode, let's watch its report.
Amidst the winter breeze in Kuwait, families and friends flock to Buksha Market, nestled within the vibrant Shuwaykh Park, also known as Sadaqa and Salam Park. The market, adorned with colorful banners, echoed with laughter and the vibrant energy of people coming together. Booths line the market square, each offering a unique treasure trove of goods. The market's spirited slogan, "Shop, Eat, Explore, Play," encapsulated the lively atmosphere. As visitors strolled through the aisles, they discovered an array of delights, perfumes wafting through the air, clothes in every shade and style, and an assortment of toys that sparked the imagination. Buksha Market was not merely a shopping place, it was a culinary adventure too. Restaurants and food stalls dotted the landscape, tempting visitors with the aromas of diverse cuisines. The tantalizing blend of scents beckoned them to taste local flavors and international delights. The market wasn't just a shopping and dining destination, it was a playground for the senses. Families reveled in the chance to explore, with children's laughter echoing from the playground. The vibrant atmosphere showed the market's commitment to providing an all-encompassing experience. What sets Buksha Market apart was its dedication to supporting local businesses. The stalls weren't just filled with imported goods, they showcased the creativity and craftsmanship of the entrepreneurs. Visitors reveled in the chance to contribute to the local economy while enjoying a day of leisure. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow on the market, Buksha transformed into a winter garden. The chill in the air only heightened the festive spirit, drawing people from all corners of Kuwait to partake in the joyous celebration. Buksha Market, with its diverse offerings and lively ambiance, had become a cherished winter tradition for Kuwaitis, a place where the community gathered to shop, eat, explore, and play under the open sky.
And we came back again, dear viewers, with Around Kuwait with our first topic for today about Buksha Market. Is one of the most lovely, let's say, event and conference for all the Kuwaiti people and non-Kuwaiti people. They really love to visit Buksha Market.
Me and you, we had the privilege to visit one of the Buksha markets times, because during the winter time, so it's a lovely gathering. You will see too many people, like old friends, it's like a good community. You will see our families with different variety of interests, because the good thing about the Buksha market, every zone have their own different interests. They made a zone for entertainment, zone for the kids zone for the entrepreneurs, so for the designers, zone for the people who are seeking for the food and beverages like businesses, businesses,
Yes.
other for designers, other for like handicrafts, handmaids. It's a good opportunity to people to explore, to play, to enjoy their time, and a good community. So it's a good opportunity.
It's really good opportunity, as you mentioned, explore and play. That's why the really slogan of Buksha Market for this year about shop, eat, explore, and play. As you mentioned, Aziz, it has various, let's say, activities for different kind of all the ages. Since, like, let's say, the children until the elderly people, they really love to visit Buksha Market, especially in the winter. We know we had really lovely weather in Kuwait, and it's really lovely to visit and like eat and have your, let's say, coffee or tea and walk around all the local businesses, the booths, different types of booths out there, like between, let's say, accessories, let's say between the kitchen, let's say, stuff, or even for sure the clothes, the winter lovely clothes. And also, as I mentioned, the children can play playground actually for in the garden, while the parents really have some shopping in the Buksha Market.
And even in addition, let's talk about the zones. I will specify for two zones, main zones, for the perfumes and clothing, and even food and beverages. For clothing, you will see the future designers, the ladies and the men. You will see the future designers, they're designing for their customs for summer and winter and autumn, and spring customs, and even clothes. It's a good opportunity for them to gather. You will see their unique of collections. So
Yes.
it's funny to interacting with them. You will see their eyes full with fashion, about full with their, now they are starting their dreams. It's a good opportunity for them. The good thing, the Buksha Market, they organize the booths, you know, like every zone have different unique. So it's a good opportunity for them and for the visitors as well to watching them. And it's worth mentioning, we'll talk about the other zone, which about the, not about the clothes, about the perfumes. Especially in winter, there are certain Arabic perfumes, oud and bukhor and misk and tolas. You know, this kind of perfumes, I will see good new mixing of like for the perfumes, especially now during these days, people aiming for the natural misk, like lavender, like peach, apples, and also some kind of the flowers. So people aiming for new style of misk now and oud.
Yes.
It's a good opportunity. And when you go to the fairground and the playground for the children, it's a good, because it's a family destination.
Yes.
People going there, enjoying their time during the exhibition, and just leaving their kids enjoying in the fairground. It's not only about their ground for entertainment. There's like some workshops there for them to paint, to write.
Yes,
During
exactly.
their kindergartens and kids ground. So it's a family gathering, everyone taking benefits. It's like for the entrepreneurs, they are benefiting, for the visitors, for family, they're enjoying their time, for their kids to learn something new, and they are all of them the benefits of enjoying their time.
That's really encouraging, Aziz. Worth mentioning about the, let's say, the local businesses. It's really important to encourage all the local businesses, like buying from their clothes, from the clothing actually booth, or from the perfume. And let's say the people who are living in Kuwait, they really love fashion, especially the winter fashion. And as a lady, I love actually the winter fashion.
And the coats.
And the coats, and also the hats. I saw like some booths that they buy some hats, elegant hats. I know this is not really famous here in Kuwait, but it's really lovely to wear some clothing hats. Some people, they do that for their craftsmanship. They do that by crochet, by their hands. It's really lovely to have some, let's say, a bag or a hat, like let's say, handmade by a local business. Like in the perfumes, as mentioned, Aziz, also we love wearing some special perfumes in the winter, and we do love bukhur in the winter. And that's really lovely when you go there. As you mentioned, the children can play there. They can learn some painting, some other activities, while the parents, they can enjoy the shopping there with the lovely, elegant clothes, the winter clothes, and also the perfume and so on. And I can remember the food there is really awesome, the cafe.
Tasty.
That's really tasty, especially the tea. Imagine like drinking a tea with like under the warm, sunny, with the winter breeze in the let's say the garden, while watching your children, watching your family, like enjoying, let's say, the gardening, the Buksha Market, and you are drinking your hot drink, whether this was a tea or a coffee. It's really amazing and has really cozy and warm for the family gathering.
And also, let's talk about the stage. They always, every time they had competitions on the stage. You know, the good thing, you will see the sponsors, like big sponsor from the private and even governmental sectors, they're encouraging the young entrepreneurs and the youth to engaging with them. So you will see in the stage, there are too many our colleagues, they're participating and they are engaging with the audience all the time to give them some question about Buksha market, general information about the state of Kuwait, or maybe general information, etc. So you'd see like the interaction with them, it's like it's benefiting the children and the families. It's entertainment and even full with knowledge. And the gifts they are already giving to them, it's already important just to encourage them to be interacting, because I know sometimes they're taking some interviews, especially the Kuwait TV and the coverage we took interviews for the young entrepreneurs who are participating there about their participation. You will see too many future good projects there inside Buksha market also. Let's talk more about the volunteers also, Sarah.
The volunteers there are really, let's say, we can raise our hats for them, because they are working so hard for, like, let's serve all the visitors in the Buksha market. They help them to reach them the location they want to be. They help them in the parking, even in the parking site before you entered the let's say the Buksha market, before entering the garden. They can help you in the parking, and also they can reach you to the point they want to go. So it's really lovely. We cannot actually let's say we cannot actually leave the let's say the greeting for the visitors and also for the volunteers as well.
And also, let's think also the people who's working in the park. So it's one of the governmental parks, so it's already followed about the Public Authority for Agriculture and the Sea Lives. They're doing an amazing job for hosting these parks for these such exhibitions. I will say, like in every governorate in the state of Kuwait, you will see the local parks there, and they are following the Kuwait Municipality and Public Authority for Agriculture. It's a good opportunity during in the good weather, people going to the park enjoying their time. And one of them, the Shuwaykh Park, one of the big, very wide green area. So on behalf of our show Around Kuwait, we're sending our appreciation to the people working in the governmental entities for hosting these kind of parks and make them a good maintenance and a good shape during this kind of events, Sarah.
Exactly, and we cannot actually live without actually this kind of events, because Buksha Market became one of the most beautiful and important, let's say, events year by year, because as we mentioned, give you that atmosphere, give you the let's say the atmosphere, the spirit of the family vibe, the lively, let's say, ambience. And it's really important to visit Buksha market, not because you enjoy it, because of encouraging the local business. And I know a lot of my friends actually there, they are actually showcasing their craftsmanship, as I mentioned, their clothing, their perfumes. And it's really important. And I can see the happiness in their eyes once you buy from them, or even from, like, have some, me and you, Aziz, when they have some media, let's say, for them, for the media, for them, it's really important to make them encourage them.
Let's talk more about the artists there.
Yes.
I noticed some of the booths, they do like a live artwork there. Maybe they are drawing portraits, or maybe character and even kind of arts. And it's a good opportunity even for the handcraft. So the artists are gathering there, and they did like their uniqueness, like artwork.
Yes.
Some kind for the bracelet, for the oil canvas, for graffiti, for sketching. As people, it's interacting with people together. Sometimes they do live painting. You've been one of them. Maybe they paint your face once.
Well, they haven't painted my face, but I would love for that. It's really important for all the families and friends actually to make the most beautiful winter atmosphere during the Buksha market, because, as I mentioned, it has let's say a lively atmosphere, and also, as we mentioned, the slogan where actually shop, eat, explore and play. That's why enjoy your life, enjoy your day, and visit Buksha market.
And enjoy your life, enjoy your day, and even don't forget all the time just to go there to encourage the young entrepreneurs. Because now let's talk more about the visitors. I know they are enjoying their time during there, but all the time they are enjoying their time. The good thing about them, they just want to engage and encourage the young entrepreneurs, the participants for them, because it's like complete series. They are participating, the participants, so visitors are coming, enjoying their time. So it's like entertainment, but engaging for the most rewarding and beneficial for everyone.
Exactly. So, dear viewers, shop, eat, explore, and play at the Buksha market. Don't go away. Let's have this report, and I'll be right back to you.
The Maker's open house had finally started, and the air was filled with creative energy. The venue was alive with the vibrant colors of art, the tantalizing sense of exotic foods, and the hum of enthusiastic conversations. Around 20 makers representing diverse crafts from baking to jewelry designing had gathered to showcase their talents. Among the sea of creative souls, a group of lively Latin ladies stood out, offering a delectable variety of traditional sweets and snacks from their respective homelands, Mexico and Venezuela. The aroma of these delicacies wafted through the room, drawing visitors in like bees to honey. The atmosphere was alive with the spirit of cultural exchange. To complement the sweet offerings, there was the rich and robust aroma of Colombian coffee filling the air. It beckoned attendees to take a moment, savor the flavors, and engage in stories each cup held. The coffee served as a bridge, connecting people from different corners of the world through a shared appreciation for this universal beverage. As visitors explored the diverse talents on display, they encountered makers from Peru, Egypt, the United States, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, and the United Kingdom. Each artist brought a unique perspective and a cultural richness to the event, turning the Maker's open house into a global celebration of creativity. Amidst the colorful collection of jewelry, the tantalizing smells of international cuisine, and the fascinating craftsmanship on display, the Maker's open house became a melting pot of cultures and a testament to the power of creativity to unite people from around the world. It wasn't just an exhibition, it was a celebration of diversity and a reminder that art knows no boundaries.
The Makers Open House kick off during these days. That's why Around Kuwait show showcasing that event that our camera was presenting there to showcase more about their talents. That's why we also appreciate the bilateral diplomatic relationship between the state of Kuwait and the foreign and the friendly and brotherly countries. That's why the Makers Open House event was held in the state of Kuwait, where the presence for different continents, Africa and Latin America and even North America that time were different specified countries. 20 makers, Sarah, imagine.
20 makers from different countries, as I mentioned, from USA, UK, Colombia, Latino, and much more. And also Venezuela. That's really great, Abdulaziz, to have such an event in Kuwait, to exchange our, let's say, cultures between Kuwait culture and also between the very abroad cultures. Really has really different cultures, different atmosphere, different, let's say, cuisines and clothes and much, much more. That's why the Makers House really explore what different country has its own culture.
And even let's spoke about every category different. Now we spoke about the sweets and the food. So from the Mexican and Venezuelan sweets and the food. I know like food it represents the culture of any country.
Yes.
We are into most of the Western and Arabic and even GCC desserts and foods. So when you go to the Mexican food, like a little bit similar for the tacos and the tapas like the Spanish.
Yes.
So Venezuelan also similar like Colombian. So the tacos is like the big thing issue. Maybe you tried tacos before?
Well, I tried tacos and I love Mexican food because it has that spices similar.
Guacamole.
Yes, exactly. Similar to the Kuwaiti, let's say, not the same, but similar to the spices that we use here in Kuwaiti cuisine. As well as the Indian cuisine, they have similar like spices and so on. And also for the makers, they used to do some craftsmanship there in the event about, for example, the Colombian, since there are some makers from Colombia, they do the Colombian coffee, which is very famous.
Famous in the world.
Famous in the world, and I do love the Colombian coffee because I love coffee in general. But the Colombian coffee has really like a special taste. That's really important to have a live from Colombian people to do.
So that's why in the beginning we spoke about the sweets and the coffees because Colombian coffee and the Mexican sweets. Let's talk more about now the handmade, the handicrafts. I know like this kind of three different continents have different culture. Like yes. when we spoke about the Egypt, it represents the Africa continent.
Yes.
Egypt, it's like the country full with architecture and too many archaeology and too many heritage on it. So imagine their handmade handicrafts from long the pyramids time until today. You will see their uniqueness of their handmaids. I know, like, we always would be to see the Egyptians' culture and handmaking. It's unique, Sarah.
It's very unique. Since I love embroidery and I do embroidery, which is a type of baiting in the fabric with the threads. It's really the culture we don't have here in Kuwait, such a culture, but it's really famous in the UK. In the back, like 18th century and then, like, let's say, old ages, the ladies used to do embroidery. They used to do a crochet, even in Egypt as well. But it's really important. What's really lovely to see some Kuwaiti now people, and especially the new generation now, including me, they do love, like, say, craftsmanship, and I do love like watching and learning from other countries. Same as, let's say, Egyptian girls, they do love crochet, they do love embroidery, and I love to have some, let's say, techniques from them. Even the UK people as well.
Next time you have to do for Around Kuwait sewing, okay?
For sure.
Remember, you did before in the previous shows and the other shows before. You have to do for something for Around Kuwait.
I'll be honored to do that.
Yeah, it's our honor. We're happy to see your handmaids and handwork as well. So these, when we talk about the Egyptian and the African continent, let's go about the European, the UK's handmade and handicrafts and their techniques and the tradition. I know the Europe culture and heritage and handmaids are different than the African continent, because these are filled with most of the time, not for the sewing time and embroidery, they're going for different techniques. I know, with the bright colors.
With the bright colors, for sure.
And sculptures.
And they do actually do some colorful collection of jewelry. And also, as ladies, we love like wearing jewelry for sure. And imagine that you do your own jewelry by your hands. That's really amazing. I know, like the UK, they do love to do some jewelry, some accessories by their hands. And to know more about that, it's really lovely to have some techniques from them, like same as the event they had, the Maker's House. The
Maker's House. So these are what we talk about the UK. So let's talk more about now the United States. I know United States, people usually know about them, about their culture, about their style of their handmade and the crafts, and even their foods. So I know people specialize for their food as well, but imagine their tradition for the techniques and the culture and the art are unique in US. You've been one of their exhibition before.
I've been one of the exhibition. They do love some unique stuff out there, especially the American cuisine. Since we love food here in Kuwait and we love American food, and they have such a really unique, how do they do their own, let's say, their own cuisine, their own American, let's say, cuisine, and how we can teach and learn from them the techniques about that.
And also let's talk about the languages. Like, imagine these old countries, so it's like Portuguese, Spanish, English, and Arabic. So this is for the most main 4 languages in the world.
Yes.
Like you will see Spanish and Portuguese and Arabic and English, and their accent also. So it's
different.
Different. So it's like exchanging the cultures with one cup of coffee and one area gathering all the 20 makers in the world, and you will see the languages. You will see when they're talking in their languages, and even they are pronouncing their stuff with their own language. So it's funny when you're hearing the difference between the languages in one area. Like you will see embroidery in English, but in British and also US is different pronunciation.
It's a different pronunciation for sure, and I do love like learning some other language, especially Latino. I love to learn some, let's say, Latino word. It's amazing. And also they actually learn from us as like Arabian and like from GCC country, Kuwait country. They do love how to see more about our cuisines, about our traditions, about our culture, about even, as you mentioned, Aziz, our language and our accents, because for sure in Kuwait we have different accents as well.
Let's talk more about their costume. I know, like when you mention about the embroidery and weaving, the costumes are important.
Yes.
You will see their clothes. Maybe African continents are full with colors.
Amazing.
The brighter colors, I know already.
Yes.
Even Egyptian and the others. But for the Mexicos and the Latins, customs are unique and different about the US and UK.
Yes, and I do the Mexico. They do love the hats. The traditional hats is really amazing. For sure, as a lady, I love to watch the different types of clothing, especially
the customs.
The clothing customs for the ladies. They wear the traditional one. It's really amazing to know how they actually design them, like in different colors, different type of features, different embroidered, let's say, fabric. Each one of the countries has its own, let's say, style.
I notice in the Latin America customs, it's like, between here, there is something, one part here between them, we call it the words of the hand and your words. It's like combined together.
Wow.
The customs are unique and different. Like you see in the Mexico with their hats, it's like only one like pack, when they're wearing something. So it's like good thing to interacting with different cultures, because culture unites the world, and the world is a universal language. So art and culture and food, it's like the ambassadors for their countries.
The ambassadors for their countries. That's really lovely to have such a great event here in Kuwait, to know and exchange other cultures, other experiences, languages, to know more about their, as mentioned, about their cultures and traditions, and to interact with them. It's really amazing.
And let's talk about their talents and techniques. I know when you go like to the Europe techniques with the food is different than the African and even American and Latin continent.
Yes.
I know the techniques are different, especially with the customs and jewelry and the food. So techniques also playing a huge part, because you're learning about their style, Sarah.
Exactly. And also, the Makers Open House really stood as a celebration of diversity, a reminder that ours has no boundaries. That's the most important thing of such an event. So as we mentioned, each country has its own, let's say, culture, traditions, and their own language. Even Abdulaziz, about, let's say, for their songs, for their dance, actually. Each country has its own traditional songs, a traditional dance. Really lovely to know more about that as well.
Everything is amazing today in our show Around Kuwait, and even we have a unique now segment. Now, dear viewers, we have a unique segment with our active colleague Abdul Latif. So let's watch it together. Then we'll be right back again.
In the heart of Kuwait's digital landscape, the Central Agency for Information Technology orchestrated the second annual Kuwait Digital Transformation Conference. This event stands as a pivotal initiative within the broader framework aimed at fortifying technology, digital transformation, and realizing the vision of Kuwait 2035. With the theme Achieving Digital Excellence for Key Sectors in Kuwait, the conference serves as a vibrant national platform fostering digital progress. It assembles leaders and experts from the information technology and communication industry, shedding light on efforts, aspirations, and plans for digitizing flourishing sectors in the country. This gathering isn't just about technology, it's about bringing together the driving forces behind Kuwait's digital evolution. The conference tackles a spectrum of topics, ranging from strategies to expedite digital transformation to the adoption of cutting-edge technologies. It goes beyond technicalities, aiming to create a dialogue among Kuwaiti leaders and professionals in the information technology sector within the government.
For this event, it's very important for Kuwait customers to have more visibility about the technology and how they can utilize it from security perspective, and how they can migrate their workloads from on-prem to cloud, and even to have availability about their solutions, and also how to protect their data against the ransomware and to secure the data on the best of practices for the digital transformation. This is from our perspective, and also today here we are offering our solutions for Kuwait customers for making their solutions and application always on, always available, and even the data is very well secured against the ransomware. And even for the digital compliance, they need, like as a Kuwait government, they have so many regulations, and majority of the customer, they need to be compliant of these policies. So we can help Kuwait customers to be compliant with any regulation, with any policy, which will help them to overcome any challenge in the market.
My name is Nada Ihab. I'm a senior manager at Access Partnership. I'm London-based. We work mostly on public policy. We're an advisory firm. We advocate for fair tech. So We're very excited to be here. There's a lot of momentum, a lot of opportunities in Kuwait, and we look forward to partnering not just with the private sector, the booming fintech sector, but governments looking to roll out, enabling legislation and policies, and really bringing to fruit Vision 2040, inshallah. I look forward to continuing working here and meeting everyone.
My name is Mohammed Al-Fadli. I work as a service delivery manager in a private sector company. We attend here to this event to see what is the latest technology and the digital transformation plan for Kuwait. And we would like to contribute in this plan to see new Kuwait and how can we develop and improve and contribute to the success of Kuwait. And this was really good event. So we met with the decision-making business entity and bodies, and also the government sector. It was a really good experience, and I encourage everyone in private sector and government sector to share their ideas together, so we can have a good brainstorming and focus decisions on the new Kuwait.
This isn't merely an informational event, it's a collaborative space where ideas are shared, visions are discussed, and the path to a digitally empowered Kuwait is charted. As the conference unfolds, it transforms into more than just a series of discussions. It becomes a collective effort to shape the future of Kuwait's digital landscape. It's a testament to the nation's commitment to staying at the forefront of technological advancements. And the event serves as a bridge connecting leaders and practitioners in their shared journey towards a digitally enriched future.
We are back to our show again around Kuwait. We're moving for our third topic for today. We'll talk about the Digital Transformation Conference with orchestrated and under the patronage for the Central Agency for Information Technology, and the Director General of the Central Agency of IT, Dr. Ammar Al-Husseini, was presented in this huge event. I know, like, this kind of conferences with the keynote speakers from the friendly and brotherly countries, it's important to exchange the experiences from the expert in this field, and also to know about the latest development about the IT and digital transformation. It's a good thing for the new vision for Kuwait 2035, Sarah.
It's really great to have such a great conferences here in Kuwait to know about the Kuwait Vision 2035. And for this event, dear viewers, is about the theme, about the achieving digital excellence for key sectors in Kuwait. That's really a great conference, Abdulaziz, that really serves a vibrant national platform, fostering digital progress within the broader framework of Kuwait's technological.
And also it's worth mentioning, we'll talk about the keynote speakers they are from all over the world, and even for the digital transformation, we need to know the expert from different continents, especially from the Asia continent, because they are experts in digital transformation. So they are sharing their experiences with the keynote speakers. There are too many workshops there. People sitting for the same interest to see about the new digital transformation, because every sector in the world, the new public sector and private sectors need the data. Data is important.
Yes.
Data transformation, data sailing. Usually they are seeking for the data, especially the people for the IT departments. So data, it's important for them all the time. Even when you see their discussion panels, they're always speaking about the data. Data, it's a huge effort, it's a huge precious material for them. For media, our SD cards are important. For them, it's about data.
It's about data. It's really important, as you mentioned, Aziz, to know the latest update, the latest, let's say, improvement and developed of the technological, let's say, field and sector. As I mentioned, especially the IT, and here in Kuwait, we have too many, let's say, IT lovers, the technology lovers. We have also some people, we have scientists here in Kuwait, and they do love to exchange their experiences, their experts from other leaders from different countries, to know, actually, to benefit our dear country, of course, Kuwait, for the Vision 2035. That's the importance of such a conferences here in Kuwait.
Let's talk more about the IT and also the communication industry, because even we are not hosting only the keynote speakers, we're bringing the leaders and the pioneers of the field. This is the keynote that's why the Central Agency for IT usually holding these exhibitions and events during these episodes, the latest episode during November and December, all about cybersecurity and IT and data and communication.
Yes.
These are the fourth pillars for all companies in the world, governmental and industrial entities, because because they are the responsible for the IT department for develop all the departments in the world, and this is for the national security.
Yes.
That's why we always talk about the data, and the more data you have, the more development of the data, the more development for any companies in the world they are engaging. So it's important for this security also.
For
Sarah.
the security and the cybercrime as well. Here in Kuwait, we are preventing and teaching our, let's say, our IT's experts here in Kuwait how to make the awareness for all the citizens and residents about the, let's say, for cybercrime, for example, the IT and technology as well. And since the conferences can really held the leaders and experts and professionals in the information of technology sector within the government. And as you mentioned, it's really important for all the IT's, let's say, scientists here in Kuwait.
And also let's talk about every conference have their own exhibition as well. I know that participating for more the governmental and private entities are there.
Yes.
You will see they are gathering there. I know like in the opening times of any conference, the representative of the conference or the patronage of the conference have a tuning there checking the exhibitors and the participants. It's a good thing. You will see the governmental and over the private entities are there participating for the new technology of the data. That's why people now following for the data. It's these times not only about the medicine conferences, it's about the data and technology and IT conferences. The technology companies, the technology now is giving a huge, IT is everywhere.
Yes.
In every entity, in every governmental and private sectors, IT is responsible for everything, even the new instruments and technologies for any sector, Sarah.
For any sectors, even the health sectors. Imagine, Abdulaziz, like a month ago, we had a robot can really do a surgical operation on a human body being. Imagine that a robot can really do a huge and a complicated, and it's really much safer than a human being, than a real doctor who can really do the same operation on the body. That's because we have, as you mentioned, the latest data about the IT. We cannot live without IT. We cannot live without technology. It really can ease all the people, can ease the lives for all the people all around the world from different sector, and one of the most important sector is the health sector.
And also every conference, a good thing about the conferences, people, the speakers usually engaging and empower the Kuwaiti youth to be participating for these kind of conferences.
Yes.
Some of them, they are expert speakers, so it's a good thing, opportunity. We will see a Kuwaiti speakers in our conferences. They are engaging with the different talents, different countries about our talents, our discovery, our thesis, and even our researchers. That's why we are very proud. In cybersecurity, we have a good pioneers in IT, in data, in medicine, in digital transformation. We have a good pioneers in the field, good speakers. Even one person can make a difference. Imagining them, they are sitting there, they have their own time, and they are engaging with the audience about their experience, about their entities, their governmental, maybe personal experience.
Exactly.
It's a good opportunity, Sarah.
It's a really good opportunity, and give them the courage, as you mentioned, to discuss, to share their experience to other audience, to other experts. As we mentioned, to exchange their experiences, their knowledge, their data, their technologies, and also give them the courage and the self-confidence to share their experience, their, let's say, for the other world, not even here in Kuwait, not for the other scientists, even the international scientists.
Sometimes we spoke today about the keynote speaker, the speakers, and even the opening ceremony, and even the exhibitors. Let's showcasing more about some certain workshops. I know like there is like a little bit more like, specified workshops. It's good to engaging the expert to talk about the specified things about the digital data transformation. So this kind of workshops, it's important to see the people who's into the IT field all the time.
Yes.
They're breaking all the microcontrollers together. You get my point, right? The hardware is experts, and they are showing with them about the new, we see the codes, the syntax error, and also the new codes of data. Data is unique now. People, when they're sharing data, it's important. So it's a good opportunity for the digital transformation. They're engaging to know about the new codes. It's not only about the C++ codes. It's about the different codes now in the new era, Sarah.
A new era, and as mentioned about the codes, even for the engineering sectors, it's really important to know the different technology, the latest update about the engineering technology, even for the building let's say, for building the bridges, the buildings, and so on. They can do that with the IT, with the technology now. It's not only like a maths and that's it. Because of the artificial intelligence, because of the IT, we can do like, let's say, a huge, bright future here in Kuwait. We can build up a really huge infrastructure here in Kuwait because of the IT, because of the technology. That's why this event, Aziz, is a bridge connecting between all the experts all around the world. That's really important for our, let's say, the IT lovers here in Kuwait.
IT lovers, it's a good to showcase more about the technology, also trends, the new upcoming, because at the end of any conferences, we spoke about the future agenda. So you will see the new technology, the new trends about the technology, what's happening for the new vision for Kuwait 2035. So the new Kuwait 2035, it's the time for the new technology, for the new innovations, the new creativity, for the data transformation, Sarah.
For data transformation, for new technology, for making our lives much, much easier. It was really a richy episode, Abdul Aziz. We've talked about the Buksha market, we've talked about the Makers Open House, about different cultures, from between 20 makers from different, let's say, countries. And at the end, we've talked about the most important, let's say, conference about the technology and about the Kuwait Vision 2035.
And today, it's worth mentioning, we have to thank our active colleague Abdul Latif for preparing a new segment for Around Kuwait show, because Around Kuwait is the show for everyone. Everyone is welcome to get sharing with us about their talents, their events. So I'd like to thank Abdul Latif. Wish you all the best. Next time we have to sing to be. And we are already encouraging you to be in other segments, even in studio, even outdoors. Today it was about 3 main topics. We spoke about the Buksha market, so about the new entrepreneurship in the outdoor and the lovely weather.
Yes.
We spoke about the Makers Open House also, Sarah.
Between the 20 makers from Venezuela, from Latina, from Mexico, and Egypt, US, and UK, and how we can learn and teach more about the different cultures, different cuisines, different heritage from different countries. And at the end of our topics was the conference about the technology. It was a really lovely episode, dear viewers. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. See you for next time and have a lovely day.
See you next time. Have a great time.